In the heart of Enugu stood a magnificent mansion owned by Chief Soludo, one of the wealthiest and most respected businessmen in the state. He was a man of influence, wealth, and power. Although not cruel, Chief Soludo had an air of pride around him. He valued his privacy deeply and made it clear that no one should interfere in his business affairs. Chief Soludo was married to a beautiful, soft-spoken woman named Grace. Her kindness balanced her husband's stern nature. Together, they had two daughters, Annie and Nene, both blessed with their mother's beauty and intelligence. Their mansion was so large and busy that Mrs. Soludo suggested hiring a supervisor to oversee the house staff and ensure everything ran smoothly. After careful consideration, a young man named Anthony Briggs was employed. Anthony was hardworking, respectful, and intelligent. Within a short time, everyone in the house admired him. Even Annie, the elder sister and CEO of the family's companies, found him pleasant to talk to. Their friendship grew naturally. They often discussed business, life, and their dreams. There was nothing inappropriate between them, just mutual respect and understanding. One weekend, Anthony was given a few days off and returned to visit his family. While sitting with his aging father that evening, he noticed sadness in the old man's eyes. "Father, what troubles you?" Anthony asked. His father sighed deeply before speaking. "There is a wound in my heart that has never healed." Anthony listened carefully as his father revealed a painful secret. Many years ago, he had built a successful trading business. Then a close friend convinced him to invest all his savings in a business deal involving goods from China. The friend promised enormous profits and a brighter future. Trusting him completely, Anthony's father handed over all his money. But the goods never arrived. The friend disappeared. The business collapsed. The family lost everything. Anthony's father's voice trembled as he uttered the name of the man responsible. The man was Chief Soludo. The room fell silent. Anthony felt as if the ground had disappeared beneath his feet. The same Chief Soludo whose home he walked in, the same Chief Soludo whose family treated him well. His heart filled with anger, confusion, and disappointment. That night, sleep escaped him. Should he seek revenge? Should he expose Chief Soludo? Or should he walk away? My viewers, if this happened to you, what will you do? Let's continue. When Anthony returned to work, he could no longer hide his pain. Annie noticed the change immediately and gently persuaded him to tell her what was wrong. After much hesitation, Anthony revealed everything. Annie was shocked. For days, she struggled with the revelation. She loved her father, but she also knew that if he had truly wronged Anthony's family, justice had to be done. Determined to uncover the truth, Annie secretly investigated the matter. She searched through old documents and records, buried many years of business transaction. What she discovered broke her heart. Her father had indeed been involved in the failed deal. Although the original plan had gone wrong, due to greed and poor decision. He had chosen to disappear from responsibility rather than face the consequences. Anthony's father had been left to suffer alone. Annie knew she had to act. One evening, she gathered her family and courageously confronted her father. At first, Chief Soludo denied everything. But when Annie presented the evidence, his confidence crumbled. For the first time in many years, the powerful businessman sat in silence, overwhelmed by guilt. Tears filled Miss Soludo's eyes. The truth had finally come out. After several days of reflection, Chief Soludo requested a meeting with Anthony's family. The atmosphere was tense. Years of pain, betrayal, and hardship stood between the two families. Then, to everyone's surprise, Chief Soludo stood up and apologized sincerely. "I cannot change the past," he said with a trembling voice, "but I accept responsibility for the pain I caused. Please forgive me, my friend." He compensated Anthony's family generously, helping them rebuild the business they had lost many years earlier. Anthony's father, though deeply wounded by the past, saw genuine remorse in Chief's eyes. After a long silence, he extended his hands. At that moment, years of bitterness began to melt away. The friendship that had once been destroyed by betrayal was finally redeemed by truth, humility, and forgiveness. Peace returned to both families. As for Anthony Briggs and Annie Soludo, many expected their friendship to blossom into marriage. But life had different plans. Though they remained good friends, they eventually found love elsewhere and built separate families. Yet, whenever they remembered the event that brought their families together, they smiled. For they had learned that true justice is not found in revenge, but in forgiveness, honesty, and the courage to make things right. If you have watched to this point, I'll urge you to please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting stories. That's all.